Hi students, today I wanted to read a book to you called Captain Invincible and the Space Shapes. It was written by Stuart J. Murphy and illustrated by Remy Simard. First off, let's talk about his name. It's not invisible. You can see him. It's invincible. That means you can't beat him. He's going to win. Then I see the word space shapes, and I can look at the cover and see some 3D shapes. Hey, that's a sphere. Just like my sphere. A sphere is the mathematical name for the shape like a ball. It rolls. It's all curves. And it's fat. It's not flat like a circle. A sphere. I also see a cube. A cube is not flat like a square. That's flat. Very, very flat. That's a square. It's two-dimensional. A cube has square faces. You could build a cube out of 6 of these. It would take 6 square faces. 1, 2, 3, 4. The top makes 5 and the bottom makes 6. That's a cube. Remember, the faces on a cube are shaped like a square. And there are 6 of them. This sort of looks like a cube from this side, but it's not. This face is shaped like a rectangle, and so is this one, and this one, and this one. But the top and bottom are shaped like squares. This is a rectangular prism. I don't see one on the front of this book. You know what I see on the front cover of this book? I see a cylinder. A cylinder has 2 faces, one at the top and one at the bottom. And those faces are shaped like circles. A cylinder can roll because it has curves, but it can also stack. I could put something on top of it or put it on top of something else. That's a cylinder. I don't see one of these on here, but it's one of my favorite shapes. It's a cone. A cone has one circular face, kind of like the cylinder, but at the other side, no circular face. It has a vertex, a tip, a point. That's a cone. The cone could stack if you put it on its circular face as a base, or it can roll. What shape was that? A cone. A cone has one circular face. There's another 3D shape that we could talk about. I don't see it on the front cover of this book, but I wonder if Captain Invincible knows about it. It's the pyramid. There are 2 different kinds of pyramids that I have right here. Now, they both are pyramids. They both have one vertex. They both have triangular faces. But this one has 4 triangular faces. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it has a square base. This is a square-based pyramid. This one has triangular faces as well, but it only has 3. 1, 2, 3. Because the bottom of this one is a triangle. This is a triangle-based pyramid. This is a square-based pyramid. They both have one vertex. Now that we know about 3D shapes, let's read this book, Captain Invincible and the Space Shapes by Stuart J. Murphy. Captain Invincible and the Space Shapes. I'm Captain Invincible, king of the skies. With my space dog Comet, I've conquered galaxies. We are fearless in our spaceship, the Hawk, but now we must return to Earth. Getting home will be tricky. Danger lurks at every turn, but our spaceship will get us there. Oh, look at that. So next to this square, see how it's flat? Next to that square, we have some 3D shapes that have square faces. I see a cube, a rectangular prism, and a square-based pyramid. Next to this circle, it's a circle, it's flat. We have some 3D shapes that have curves, like the sphere, the cylinder, and a cone. Oh no, it's a meteor shower. Watch out, if the rocks hit us, we'll never make it home. Comet, push the first button after the square. There's the square. That's the one, the cube. The radar beams from our directional cube will help us find our path to safety. Good thing the 6 square faces of the cube were working properly. It takes more than space rocks to stop Captain Invincible. Hey, I did all the work. So how many faces did they say that their cube had? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 6 square faces on a cube. That's odd. The stars are getting fuzzy. It's almost as though we were floating into a cloud of poison gas. Must not black out. Must try the cone. We're going to be okay, Comet. The cone will pull the gas in through its base, shaped like a circle, and send out clean air through its tip, the vertex. Ah, good as new. Now we can just relax and... What's the matter, Comet? Woof, woof, woof. Oh, that's just a flying saucer. A flying saucer? Ah! Only one chance. The pyramid. The square base holds it steady while the 4 triangular-shaped faces come together and shoot a sonic beam that will send that alien ship back where it belongs, the other side of the universe. So which pyramid did they use? They used the square-based one. Here's my square-based one. There's the square base. Here's the triangular faces. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're almost back to Earth now, Comet. We'll be fine, as long as we don't run into a galactic beast. Don't worry, Comet. First, we'll send out the cylinder. The circle-shaped base will open up to release a flying sphere. So he's using this cylinder. He said one of the circle-shaped faces. So here's one, and here's one. He said it's going to open up, and what's it going to release? A flying sphere. The sphere is the shape like a ball. That took care of the beast. Woof. Finally, there's the landing pad. So we hit the rectangular prism button to release the landing gear. Here's our rectangular prism. It's a lot like the cube. It has 6 faces. And a rectangular prism might have 2 square faces, but the other faces are all shaped like a rectangle. The gear's out. We're almost there. Hey! Crash! Oh, look at that. Captain Invincible isn't really out in outer space in his spaceship. He's a little boy playing on his floor at night. He has all of his 3D shapes, and he was playing make-believe. What's going on? Asked Dad. You woke everyone up. Hey, said Brad, look at your spaceship. It's all broken. Go to bed, Sam, Mom said, yawning. You can clean up this mess tomorrow. Tomorrow? Tomorrow I'll be Captain Stupendous, King of the Seas. Thank you for reading Captain Invincible and the Space Shapes with me. Remember, you want to know the names of all of your 3D shapes. There's 2 kinds of pyramids that I have here. One square-based pyramid and one triangular-based pyramid. They both have 1 vertex and they both have triangular faces. But one of them has 4 triangular faces and the other one only has 3. Then there's 1 extra triangle face on the triangular-based pyramid. This one has a square face for the square-based pyramid. You want to know about shapes that have curves that are 3-dimensional. They would roll. We saw 3 of them in this book. We saw the cone with its circular face and 1 vertex. It rolls. Then we saw the sphere. It's shaped like a ball. And we saw a cylinder. It has 2 circular faces. We also saw a cube made of 6 square faces, and we saw a rectangular prism, which is a lot like the cube. It has 6 faces, but they're not all squares. Many of them are rectangles. 2 of them could also be squares, or it could have 6 rectangular faces. Thank you for studying 3D shapes with me today. I hope you learned a lot and enjoyed it too.